Hi everyone, welcome to the CRP Automotive booth at APEX 2021. In this video, I'm going to cover some of the new Rhine offerings, Ryan's going to cover some new fluids from Pennison, and Corey's going to cover some great new things from AAE Steering. Let's get started. Hi everyone, I'm David Hirschhorn with CRP Automotive at APEX 2021 and just wanted to go over a few of the different products we've got available in the Rhine Automotive brand. First thing I want to focus on is our dual clutch transmission kit for BMWs. As everybody knows, many of the OEMs are using dual clutch transmissions now in many of their vehicles, and they're getting to the age where they need service. Great thing about the kit we've got is the fact that we've got the OE pan, which is plastic, both filters needed for the service, which are OEM, and then we've got the cap needed as well as all the hardware to make the replacement that much easier for the technician. Interesting thing about this next part is the fact that it was developed in conjunction with our Innovation Council that we work with throughout the year to find new ideas for new products. The Innovation Council is made up of technicians, independent technicians throughout the US and Canada that help us understand problem points in their daily lives with some of the parts that are available. One of them is this water pump for late model Porsches. On the OE design, you've got a plastic impeller. We redesigned it with a metal impeller for a longer service life. A big challenge when servicing Porsches is the fact that it's difficult to get all the components in the engine bay. So along with this updated water pump, we've also got the thermostat with the housing needed. We've got the belt as well as all the tensioners for that repair that are OEM to make that service, again, easier for the technician. Next one I want to cover is this small hose for BMWs, which doesn't look that substantial, but again is a big problem for technicians. This is another part that we developed in conjunction with our Innovation Council. As you can see, this one has a metal Y fitting. The OE BMW one has a plastic Y fitting, and the challenge is that often cracks during the service life of the part. The biggest problem with this is it's not an expensive part, but it's located under the intake manifold. So oftentimes it can take as much as 3 hours to replace it. By having this metal version available for technicians, they can offer their vehicle owners a product that's going to last much longer and a service that's going to not be required as many times during the life of the vehicle. The next one I want to cover is an automatic transmission kit for the very popular Mercedes 722.6 transmissions. These are known for having ATF flow through the harness plug connector and actually destroy the conductor plate in the transmission. So typically you'd have to bring the car to a dealer, get everything fixed, you're going to have major issues. So you've got the new plug, the new conductor plate, brand new gasket, as well as the transmission filter to complete the whole service. Okay. One of the great things we do with many of our transmission filter kits is include a card that will explain to the technician which filter they should be using for that transmission, which has become much more complex over the last few years. Here's the card that comes in the kits, and if we flip it over, here you can actually see the transmission service kit, the fluid needed, everything you need to make sure you use the right kit and the right fluid for the application. Next product I want to cover is another kit, and this one is for the oil cooler on the OM642 diesel engines, which are most commonly found in the Mercedes Sprinters. As many people know, the gaskets and seals in those engines had major issues, and there have been many updates over the years. So what we've got is a kit that's got the brand new oil cooler along with all the seals and gaskets needed for the repair, as well as hardware. And one thing I want to mention is many of the critical gaskets are the correct material and are the correct color according to the newest Mercedes-Benz specs.
Hi, Corey Martin, Sales Manager for CRP here. Let's talk about our AAE Steering brand. We have some new products here that we're showcasing at Apex. We have the ER9110 AAE Steering Rack. And this is an electronic power steering rack for Audi models. Fits over 227,000 Audis on the road. And you can see here, there's many connectors on here that they often get broken. A lot of times with the core handling, we get the cores back. They'll tend to break off, but we're able to replace them, solder new ones on there, replace any of these harnesses that we need to. Along with this plastic end cap often gets broken. We're able to do that as part of our remanufacturing of the rack. Here's another newly released AAE Steering product. We have here a pump kit for Mercedes, fits over 134,000 Mercedes on the road. And we developed this kit because often this reservoir will be gunked up or cracked, maybe leaking. So the professional repair technician can replace both at the same time. We've got a pre-installed metal pulley on this unit, and it's a brand new unit, so there's no core to return. You just install it and send the car down the road. And here's our AE steering wall of racks here at Apex. We've got some racks, we've got some pumps, but what I wanted to really dial in was this new Subaru rack we have. It's an electronic power steering unit, ER7050 right here. And this one is different from the earlier Subarus because the earlier Subarus had like this one below here, had a divorced ECU from it, had this long cord to connect it. This one actually has an integrated ECU. And this one fits the 2015 Outbacks, both the 4-cylinder and the 6 cylinders.
Hello from Apex, my name is Ryan Stuver. I'm a sales manager here at CRP Industries, and I'm here to talk to you about one of the newest additions in Pennison's technical fluid line. Our FFL8 is the newest addition to our transmission fluid line, and it joins FFL2, FFL3, and FFL4. The FFL8 is specifically formatted for Porsche PDK transmissions, specifically those from 2017 through 2020 for the Porsche Panamera, and the Gen 2 PDK transmission starting in model year 2019, extending through the present day. We're also pleased to announce that this is applicated for the fully electric Porsche Taycan, where it's used in drive axles. Thanks for listening, and make sure that you're checking your fluids regularly, especially if you're driving a European vehicle with Pennison Technical Fluids inside.
Thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to sign up for our YouTube channel, check out our website, or become a member of our Jumpstart team to get all the information on CRP's newest products.